High stakes. It's not combat, intrigue, emotional turmoil.
No rest for the wicked.
If you're the kind of reader who likes a fast pace, this...
Okay, so ready to dive in. Today we're looking at Kingdom of Klaw, and it's the second book in this Ashen series.
Right.
And, we asked you guys to send us some stuff about it.
Yeah, some snippets.
Snippets, promotional stuff.
Exactly.
And I think our mission today is to kind of figure out,
what is it all about?
Yeah, what's going on with this dark,
yes,
action-packed sequel.
If you just look at the material, it's clear that, the stakes are so much higher than in Road of Bones.
Right, from book one.
Yeah, it's like this relentless ride for whoever this protagonist is.
Oh, yeah, we don't know.
We don't know their name.
But yeah, Kingdom of Klaw really seems to just throw them
right back into it.
Back into the fire.
Yeah.
And not only do we see, these old enemies coming back, but
a bunch of new threats.
Oh, yeah, new threats.
All over the place.
And this whole idea that
alliances are just breaking.
Yeah, you can't trust anyone.
You can't.
It's
like a huge sense of betrayal.
Betrayal.
Yes. It's not just outside forces. It's like the people you think are on your side might not be.
Yeah, oh, totally. And that's going to keep readers guessing.
Right, for sure.
Like, who can you trust?
Absolutely.
And it's not all just, fighting and magic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The book really seems to look at this
corrupting nature of power.
Yeah.
Especially with magic.
Especially magic.
Yeah.
It has a cost, and it seems like that temptation
can lead people down a really dark path.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And so morally,
it's so complex.
It's very complex.
You're not going to know who's good and who's bad.
Exactly.
Yeah. And when you think about how this world is built, it seems like power,
it's not easy.
It's not just given to you.
Yeah.
It's not easy to use.
Right. Okay.
And there's even darker secrets within the magic itself.
Mm-hmm.
So you combine that with the political schemes, all the battles, all the blood. It's just like this.
It's messy.
It's messy. It's
a kingdom.
Teetering on the brink.
On the edge.
Yep.
So it seems like, what's this story really about? It's about survival.
Just trying to make it.
In this brutal world.
In this awful world.
Yeah, they're always faced with
impossible decisions.
Impossible choices.
Huh.
Yeah. And then who can they even trust?
Their loyalty is tested at every turn.
Oh, constantly. Yeah. And then there's this tension between wanting revenge.
And maybe there's a little bit of hope for redemption.
Right. Like, can they actually achieve that?
Is it even possible?
That's a good question.
In this world, is revenge ever really the answer?
Right.
Or is there something else?
Is there something more? Yeah.
Something deeper going on.
And, the book really makes it clear that these characters are...
They're not perfect.
Flawed.
They're morally gray.
You're not going to find a classic hero.
No.
Or a purely evil villain.
You don't know who to root for.
Right. And that keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Makes it really unpredictable.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't know what's going to happen.
And even the world itself.
Oh, it's intense.
It's described as, these cursed forests and cities that have been just ravaged by war.
It's just a brutal backdrop.
Gritty, yeah.
For all this action.
And it sounds like the book
never lets up.
Never stops.
High stakes. It's not combat, intrigue, emotional turmoil.
No rest for the wicked.
If you're the kind of reader who likes a fast pace, this book is for you.
You're going to love this.
Because it just keeps going and going.
Yeah, like the characters are just
non-stop.
Yeah. Trying to survive.
Yeah.
And the world just won't give them a break.
It's unforgiving.
So we're trying to think, who's this book really for?
Right.
And they actually, in the description, they compared it to the Poppy War,
the Broken Empire,
and the First Law.
Big names.
So if you've read those,
mm-hmm.
what do you think that tells us about this book?
Well, I think it means this book is probably what you would call grimdark fantasy.
Okay.
So that means complex characters, good and bad.
Right.
Really violent world settings. And it's all about power.
Power, yeah.
And just trying to survive.
Survive.
It's a more mature take on fantasy.
It's not for the faint of heart.
No, it's not.
So basically, if you are looking for
a dark,
action-packed,
high stakes,
morally gray characters.
Yeah.
Trying to make it in this brutal world.
At a breakneck pace.
This book is for you.
It's going to take you to the dark side of fantasy.
It is. And, the lines between good and bad are going to be so blurry.
Very blurry.
And we know that survival has a cost.
A big one.
A big one.
Yeah.
And so the question for you all is, when you think about this world where there are no good choices.
It's just impossible decisions.
And you're just trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
What do you think is the ultimate cost of having power?
That's a good question.
And can people really ever find redemption
In that kind of world.
after all they've had to do?
Yeah.
So think about
As
that.
you pick your next read.
Exactly. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Grab Kingdom of Claw, the Ashen Series. Book 2 by Demi Winters, now on sale for $24. Don't miss this chance to build good habit and achieve remarkable results. Buy now, today.
Like and subscribe for more Bookhaven podcasts.